Hi everybody, this is Lama Caroline. We're going to continue with the commentary on NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing 2, written by our precious master, Lama Rinpoche. So we'll continue, but first we're going to do the preliminary prayers, okay? So the prayers can be found at the beginning of all the NgalSo book and sadhana. So those of you who like, let's do that together, okay? Let's get into the mood, okay? Okay. Refuge and bodhicitta. Namo Guru Bhye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Guru Bhye, Namo Buddhaya, Namo Dhammaya, Namo Sanghaya, Namo Triratnaya, Sangye Chetan Sogi Chonama, Janchu Batu Dani Kyapsuchi, Daki Jin Sogi Pesonanki, Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho, Sangye Chetan Sogi Chonamla, Janchu Badu Dani Kyapsuchi, Dagi Jin Sogi Pesonanki, Drola Penchi Sangye Drupasho. In the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, we take refuge until enlightenment. Through the practice of generosity and the other perfections, may we achieve awakening for the benefit of all beings. 7 limitless thoughts to open the heart and develop bodhicitta. Semchen tamche tewa tang tewe gyutan tempa gyuchi. Semchen tamche dunyel tan dunyel gi gyutan drawa gyuchi. Semchen tamche dunya mepe dewa tami drawa gyuchi. Semchen tamche nyerin chadahani tang drawa tamnyon la nepa gyuchi. Semchen tamchen lusen gitu hunyale soshin trayun lusen dewa tang tempa gyuchi. Semchen tamchen NgalSo topchin china no chukoyu danshin samane gyuchi. Semchen tamche tanzan bolingi kedo tadan chinangi shida tang dukun dempa gyuchi. May all beings have happiness and its causes. May all beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all beings never be separated from the great happiness that is beyond all misery. May all beings dwell in equanimity, unaffected by attraction to dear ones and aversion to others. May all beings recover from the sicknesses of mind and body pollution and enjoy relative and absolute health now and forever. May all beings relax in a pure and healthy outer and inner environment now and forever. May all beings enjoy inner and world peace now and forever. Purification of the sight and blessing of the offerings. Tamche tu ni sa shita se mala sohob me padang la tiltanya bedurye ranshin jampo hone gyuchi la dami pese no su sham tahayi kitru kun san chutrin la name nanke kangu honkya gyuchi. Om Namo Bhagavati Benza Sawa Pramadani Tathagataya Ahate Samya Sambuddhaya Tayata Om Benze Benze Maha Benze Maha Tetsa Benze Mahavidya Benze Maha Bodhicitta Benze Maha Bodhi Mandopa Samkramana Benze Sawakama Awarana Bishudana Benze Soha. Expressing the power of the truth. Kuncho Sun Ki Tempadan Sangye Tang Janchu Sempa tam che ki jingi la tang so ni yon su so pe na dan chen po tang che ki yin nam pa ta shin sangi mi kya pe togi te shin ni du gyu ji. Invocation of the Healing Buddha. Malu sem chen kun ki gun gyu chin du de pun je mi ze jom ze la no na malu yan ta ken gyu pe chom den ku che ne di she su so. 7-limb prayer. Gusun gu pe gu ne cha se lo no sha yi tro chu pa ma lu bu top me ne sa ti tun tam che sha ke pa ge wa nam la je yi ra ko wa ma to pa du le shu ne dro la chu ki ko lo ko wa tang da shen je na jan chu chen po no. Mandala offering. Saji pu ki ju shi me to tram ri ra li shi ni de gen pa di sangye shin tu mi te bo wa gi ruko nam ta shin la che pa sho idam guru ratna mandala kam niryatayami. Guru Buddha Shakyamuni prayer. Lama Gyalwa Shakya Tupala Chatselo Chutu Kapsu Chiwo Jingi Laptu. So, calling our precious Guru from afar. Lama Ken, Trinchen Sawe Lama Ken, Lama Ken, Kyabne Kuntu Lama Ken, Trinchen Sawe Lama Ken, Kyabne Kuntu Lama Ken, Lopsan Tuptun Trinle Yapel Ken, Lama Ken, Kyabne Kuntu Lama Ken. Luchuzam po Pagyuta Shipa, Tu Chen Tempe Trin Leia Noda, Pegedro Lozam Peze Pachen, Pelden La Mehesha Blaso Wade, Oma Guru, Vajradahara, Suhumahati Muni, Shahasahane Kama, Uttavahadanye, Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya, Sawasiti Mama Guru, Vajradahara, Suhumahati Muni, Shahasahane Kama, Uttavahadanye, Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya, Sawasiti Mama Guru, Vajradahara, Suhumahati Muni, Shahasahane Kama, Uttavahadanye, Sri Bahadra Vasamahanya, Sawasiti Pakyo ke kuta dagi lu, pakyo ke sunta dagi na, pakyo ke tuta dagi, danya mechi tu jingilo, makyo ke kuta dagi lu, makyo ke sunta dagi na, makyo ke tuta dagi, Danya mechi tu jingi. Mantra of spiritual company and self-healing, the mantra of Guru Buddha Shakyamuni. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Om Muni Muni Maha Muni Shakyamuni Soha. Om Muni Muni Mahamuni Shakyamuni Soha. Mantra of Maitreya, the future love Buddha. Om Maitreya, Maitreya, Maha Maitreya, Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya, Maitreya, Maha Maitreya, Arya Maitreya Soha. Om Maitreya, Maitreya, Maha Maitreya, Arya Maitreya Soha. Mantra of universal compassion. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Om Ahum Karuna Karuna Maha Karuna Arya Karunaye Soha. Okay, hi everybody. Hope everybody's okay. Not experiencing too many difficulties. We pray and dedicate for all those who are to get, as Rinpoche says, for big difficulties become small difficulties and then disappear as soon as possible. Okay, so we're going to continue with talking about the 5 Supreme Healer Buddhas. In the center, Supreme Healer Akshobhya. Down, that means east side, Supreme Healer Akshobhya. In the south side, Supreme Healer Ratnasambhava. In the west side, Supreme Healer Amitabha. And in the north side, Supreme Healer Amoghasiddhi. Very, very, very important. If you want to practice Vajrayana Buddhism, we need to know who are the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, what do they mean, how can we integrate their holy energies into our daily life. This is what NgalSo Tantric Self-Healing is all about. So at the moment, what we're talking about is the 5 animal symbols or mounts, or the supports of the thrones of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. So each one has like a symbol of an animal that represents somehow their spiritual quality. So far we talked about the Garuda, which is the symbol of Supreme Healer Amoghasiddhi. We talked about the Supreme Horse, which is the symbol of Supreme Healer Ratnasambhava. And actually last time we start to talk about, let's say, real animals, and we talk a little bit about how we Buddhists, what do we think about animals, how should we take care of animals, according to Lord Buddha's ideas, So we talked about ahimsa and compassion and, how to do in relation to animals. Should we be vegetarian or not? How we can improve the quality of animals' life, and so on and so on. Animal welfare and the environment. So we talked a little bit about this. Today, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the snow lion symbol, which is the symbol or mount of Supreme Healer Akshobhya. So in the Vajrayana tradition, which is very, very long, going back 2,600 years to the time of the historical Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha, there are different systems, of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas. And also there's, for example, there's 2 main systems. One is like this with Vairochana in the center. The other main system, let's say, is with Supreme Healer Akshobhya in the center. That's possible. Sometimes these 2, they change position, And we'll talk about that more in the next few weeks when we get on to talking about each one of the Dhyani Buddhas, the Supreme Healer Buddhas, in detail, But in Borobudur and in the NgalSo system, we say that Vairochana Buddha is the main energy, the principal one. Why? Because Vairochana embodies the energy of inner and world peace. So that's, for us, that's central energy, However, there's another possibility that Akshobhya is the center of the mandala, So can be, So, you see all kinds of different explanations, all beautiful, but we just need to understand, why, So anyway, so now we're going to look at Supreme Healer Akshobhya's mount, Akshobhya, who in the self-healing system is in the heart chakra, who represents the transformation of anger into the Dhammadhatu wisdom, the wisdom of the sphere of reality, of understanding the lack of inherent existence of all things, so generally we say that the snow lion is the mount or the symbol, let's say, of Guru Buddha Akshobhya, However, there are some explanations in some tantric systems where the elephant is the symbol of Supreme Healer Akshobhya, also possible. But within our, let's say, Gelugpa system, our lineage, Ganda Nyingu, let's say like 99.99% of the times, Akshobhya is his mount is the snow lion, yeah, and his wisdom is the Dharmadhatu, yeah, and Akshobhya, and Varochana, his mount, his symbol is the elephant, and his wisdom is the mirror-like wisdom, yeah. Okay, so, but like I said, there are many other beautiful explanations, yeah, from the different schools of Tibetan Buddhism, yeah, which you can see also on the internet, yeah, which are all very beautiful, very interesting. We just need to be clear and like understand each one. Like I said many times, it's like kind of computer programs, yeah. We have endless systems of Dhyani Buddhas and elements and this and that, and each one is beautiful and there's some meaning, some really profound meaning. So we need to appreciate each one and understand their meaning, yeah, okay. So also, you know, like for example, when we look on the internet, somebody actually beautiful information, yeah, mostly, yeah, about the Buddhas and things like that. But we need to, you can't just go like that and mix up everything. We need to understand, like, okay, this is coming from that tradition, that reason, that tantra, and so on, yeah, because each one has a particular healing effect, each system, no? Okay, so anyway, so Supreme Healer, Akshobhya symbol. Today we're going to talk about snow lions, yeah. So what's a snow lion, yeah? So just in case there's anybody watching this who doesn't know what a snow lion is, here you are, I have a helpful illustration, yeah, okay. So, I don't know if you can see that, yeah. This is actually Manjusri, yeah, sitting on a snow lion. So that creature that she's sitting on is called a snow lion, and actually the snow lion is the symbol actually also of the Tibetan people, yeah, okay. Very, very popular within Tibetan culture, yeah. So actually that is actually Buddha Manjusri, yeah, sitting on a snow lion, and actually this is part of the famous vision of Khedrubje, yeah, who had the vision of Lama Tsongkhapa after Lama Tsongkhapa passed into Paranirvana, yeah. So then, okay, so Lama Tsongkhapa, okay, there's a picture of Lama Tsongkhapa up there, very important, yeah. He's the founder of our Gelugpa tradition, yeah, in the 14th century, incomparable great yogi, scholar, writer, yeah. Okay, incredible person, considered to be an emanation of Manjusri, okay? So when he established like the Gelugpa tradition, okay, the fourth tradition, spiritual tradition of Tibet, okay? So when he passed into Paranirvana, yeah, meditating on Guhya Samaja, then his, okay, have many heart sons, many main disciples, yeah? But the two principal ones was Khedrubje and NgalSo, yeah, okay? So they're his spiritual sons, yeah, because it's a monastery, no? Those days they didn't have like shrem, they didn't have like female spiritual daughters like we do these days, yeah. So anyway, the spiritual sons, they were thinking, oh, how can we do? So Khedrubje was he was writing some commentaries on the works of Lama Tsongkhapa, like to clarify some points, yeah. But then he felt completely like depressed, thinking, oh, my guru's passed in, which we can empathize with, no? My guru's passed into Paranirvana. How will I possibly be able to finish the book and be sure that it's in accordance with my guru's instruction, yeah? So then actually had 5 very famous visions of Lama Tsongkhapa, yeah? So there's 5 of them. One famous one, so there's this one, no? This is actually Lama Tsongkhapa in the form of Manjusri sitting on a snow lion. Then there's another one of Lama Tsongkhapa in the form of a Mahasiddha riding a tiger. Then another one as a monk surrounded by Dakini. There's 5 holy visions, yeah, okay, of Lama Tsongkhapa. Another one of Lama Tsongkhapa sitting on a snow on a white elephant, yeah, okay. So anyway, so then Khedrubje received the inspiration from Lama Tsongkhapa, and he was able to complete all the commentaries, yeah, and actually continue to lay the foundations for the Gelugpa tradition, which has continued up to the present day, yeah. So we can totally empathize with that now, yeah, okay, yeah. And please, you know, we would, yeah. All these stories we heard before, now we really appreciate, yeah. Now they have much deeper meaning for us. So anyway, that's a picture of a snow lion, yeah. So, okay, is this animal, is it a real animal or not, yeah? Okay, so there's various discussions about this, yeah, okay. Actually, if we look on nature programs, yeah, David Attenborough and this kind of thing, the BBC, they actually have snow leopards in Tibet, yeah, okay, in the Himalayas, yeah. So the snow leopards, yes, are there in the Himalayas, rare and elusive. They do live on the mountain peaks, yeah, hunting deers and things. They don't, however, have green or blue manes like the ones depicted in Vajrayana Buddhism, yeah. Okay, but anyway, so This is a picture of Manjusri riding on a snow lion, and also actually to show you this one. This is a beautiful picture, actually designed by Lama Caroline and painted by Duccio, his painting. So this is a it's Maitreya, I think. No, actually no, it's Manjusri. Actually, sorry, I always thought it's Manjusri again riding on the lion. Yeah, and can you see he's like blessing the world with this radiating 5-colored wisdom lights. Yeah, okay. So 2 different images of this. Yeah. Actually, the same image, but slightly different, yeah, okay. So anyway, we have many different Buddhas and Bodhisattvas riding on snow lions in our pantheon, let's say, of Vajrayana Buddhism. We have, for example, Chenrezig riding on a snow lion, Chenrezig Singanada, making peace with the environment. Vajrasana, yeah, he's one of the Guru Buddhas that help us accumulate resources in order to promote positive things, like, for example, the Dharma to save the planet and so on. Yeah, so he's also riding on a snow lion. Yeah, so we have various Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, both male and female, riding on snow lions. Yeah, so let me just find my notes. Yeah, okay. So let's talk about snow lions. Yeah. Why? Because Rinpoche asked us to go into more detail about all the aspects. So there's at least the symbolism we should understand. So for most of us, we weren't born in a Buddhist culture, yeah. So therefore, maybe some things of the symbolism we don't know. So that's why we're going to go through in depth as Rinpoche asked us to go. So at least we know, yeah, okay. So why do we have a big thing about lions in Buddhism? So the first thing is that Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, one of his many titles is the Lion of the Sakyas, yeah, okay? Sakya is his clan, his lineage, his royal family, yeah? And very often in Buddhism, the Lord Buddha is depicted as sitting on a lion throne, yeah? So this is not something modern made up by Tibetan people. If we look at examples from India or Indonesia, we can see many examples of Buddha sitting on lion thrones. Like, for example, if we go to Borobudur or Mendut Temple, we see beautiful images with lions supporting the throne of the Buddhas, yeah, okay? So anyway, and so generally we always say that the throne of the Buddha is supported by 8 lions. Actually, usually we say either male and female lions, or sometimes we say 8 snow lionesses, actually, we say, yeah, okay. So why is this? So there's various ideas why that could be, yeah. One idea is that, well, in Asia, in thousands of years ago, 2,000 years ago, there were so many lions, especially in North India, yeah, and going across through Persia, Central Asia, Egypt, we see many depictions of lions, yeah, in ancient statues and things, yeah. And so the lion being the most sort of biggest and scary predator, yeah, throughout the Middle East and Asia, yeah, for many thousands of years. So it was always considered like the king of animals, okay, yeah. And so it's always been the lion being the sort of biggest, most powerful animal. It's always been associated with royalty. So if you go, for example, in the British Museum in London or many other museums around the world, like in Paris, like in all over the place, these archaeological museums, you can see many ancient kings chasing and hunting lions, yeah, because, that was kind of sort of kingly thing to do in those days, yeah, yeah. So that's one thing, yeah. So there's always been this association with kings and lions, yeah. So you had to prove your manliness and what do you call it? Prowess, yeah. Your ability to be a king by being able to slay a lion, yeah. Okay, that's one ancient idea, yeah. Then, how to say, yeah. Okay, in Vedic Hinduism, there's the how do you say? Actually, this is actually from the Kalachakra Tantra. Actually, there's the various avatars of Vishnu. One of them is Narasimha, yeah, who's like a kind of lion man, okay, yeah. So in Vedic Hinduism, he's a very important, let's say, avatar of Vishnu. Actually, in Hinduism, in the Vedas, Lord Buddha is actually considered an avatar of Vishnu, by the way, which has actually been very helpful, actually, to make peace between all religions in India, yeah, because the majority of Hindu people somehow regard Buddhism as as some form of Hinduism, actually, yeah, okay, because of this association of Lord Buddha being the 10th avatar of Vishnu, yeah, okay. Okay, so anyway, so Lord Buddha is called the Lion of the Sakyas, yeah. Actually, another thing he's also called is Gautama, yeah. So Gautama in Sanskrit actually means the best of cows, yeah, okay? Go means cow, yeah? So it means he's like a bull amongst men. So it's like, like in Spanish culture, he's the biggest bull, So that's another, so he's the lion of the Sakyas and a bull amongst men, yeah? Is the actual Gautama, yeah? Gautama Buddha, yeah? But anyway, now we're talking about lions, not bulls, yeah, okay? And so in the Lalita Vistara Sutra, which is, so always we need to, Rinpoche, Lama Gangchen, he always said, whatever we talk about, we need to refer either to Lama Chöpa or to the life of the Buddha, yeah? He said there, basically we'll find everything. So where is my Lalita Vistara Sutra? What have I done with it? Oh, here it is, yeah? Like I say, we have this beautiful book in our online shop, which is the Lalita Vistara Sutra, our NgalSo version, which means it's been slightly abridged. Rinpoche wanted a form that was easier for us to follow, yeah? So if we look in the Lalita Vistara Sutra as illustrated, I don't know if you can see, there's many beautiful panels. These are the carved panels, the alto reliefs that are on the side of the Borobudur Stupa in Indonesia. I don't know if you can actually see, yeah? Another high-tech illustration, but can you see that? Okay, yeah, you can see, yeah. So this panel here, can you see this? There's elephants, and can you see there's like little lions standing on a pedestal, yeah? So this is a nice story, yeah? So I'll read to you what it says, yeah? Because this is one of the associations of lions and Lord Buddha, okay? So it says, okay, so the Buddha, yeah, the Bodhisattva actually has descended to earth, yeah, in order to perform his deeds and show the path to awakening for sentient beings, yeah? Okay, so it says, it was almost time for the Bodhisattva to be born, and 32 auspicious signs heralded his arrival. The whole city bloomed. This is on page 127, if anybody's got the book. Carolina or Mary Christina, the translator, our kind translators, yeah? The whole city bloomed. Every bush and tree was laden with flowers, and even the plants that were out of season blossomed, yeah? In empty spaces, miraculous jewel trees appeared, yeah? Pure waters flowed in streams at just the right temperature. So anyway, so it's saying that because of the positive effect of the Bodhisattva, 10th Bhumi Bodhisattva being born, the whole environment becomes super nice, yeah? Okay, why? Because each being, they have like, their karma produces like we call an environmental effect, yeah? So a holy being, like a high Bodhisattva, they produce a beautiful environment, yeah? Yeah. And so then it says, from the mountains of the Himalayas, because the Sakya kingdom actually nowadays is on the border between India and Nepal. These days, officially, it's in Nepal, but in ancient times, it was part of India, yeah? But it's on the foothills of the Himalayas, yeah? Okay. So it says, from the mountains of the Himalayas, lion cubs ambled down to the Sakya kingdom, circumambulated the city of Kapilavastu, that's the city of the Sakyas, 3 times. And 500 infant white elephants appeared to King Suddhodana and touched his feet with their trunks, yeah? And so on, and playful apparitions of divine children were seen, and baby devas wrapped in a beautiful cloth were gently rocked, and so on, yeah? So when the Buddha was in his mother's womb waiting to be born, yeah, the Bodhisattva, yeah, then many snow lions, yeah, lions from the Himalayas came down and they surrounded the palace, yeah. So this is what actually it's showing here. That you can see this whole, like they made it kind of like illustrated version, yeah. So I don't know if you can see. So between the queen and her friends, her attendants, are dancing baby devas, and then there's little white baby snow elephants who are prostrating, yeah, and waving their trunk, and then there's the snow lions who are encircling, like kind of protecting the Buddha, yeah. So all these like special animals were attracted by the bodhicitta of the Bodhisattva, no? So they all circled around. So this is one of the reasons actually why we have the lions supporting the throne of the Buddha. That's the first reason. That's part of the life of the Buddha, yeah. Then another reason why we have lions on the Buddha's throne, and also actually the symbol of Akshobhya, yeah, also, yeah, is because the lion's roar is a symbol, let's say, for the awakening of the Buddha. Now, when we say awakening, that means, in Western words, that means enlightenment. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Now, actually, Buddha, yeah, Bud in Sanskrit means to awaken. Yeah, it does not mean to enlighten, but anyway, somehow it's become enlightened. Yeah, okay. So, just as the roar of the lion is the most, let's say, powerful sound in the forest, yeah, in the jungle, yeah. So the Buddha's declaration of awakening was like the most powerful thing on the earth, yeah, okay, yeah, and his wish and his pledge to free beings from suffering, yeah. So he's like a lion amongst men, yeah. And how to say, yeah. In India, no? Okay, Lord Buddha was 2,600 years ago. Okay, he's a real person who lived 2,600 years ago. Then, afterwards, some hundreds of years later, came the time of the Emperor Ashoka, very famous Indian emperor who was a warlord who conquered a lot of India and then converted to Buddhism, yeah? And then actually, having been a horrible tyrant, he converted to being a great benefactor, yeah? A great philanthropist, yeah? And so he spread Buddhism throughout the Indian subcontinent, yeah. And he actually, one thing he did was he opened the 9 of the 10 stupas where the historical Buddha's relics had been enshrined, and then from that he made hundreds and hundreds of other stupas throughout the Buddhist world. So these relics of Lord Buddha went to Sri Lanka, to Thailand, to China, all over the Buddhist world. So he was one of the great propagators of Mahayana Buddhism, yeah. So one thing famous thing that Ashoka left is called the Edicts of Ashoka. So there's these like granite pillars, and on top is the lion, yeah, which is the symbol of the Buddha. So in the early times, yeah, around like they say, I don't know, like some hundreds of years after the Buddha passed into parinirvana, there were not so many Buddha images, no. So the early images were like the Dharma wheel, the feet, the hands. And also the lion is one symbol of the Buddha, yeah, the lion of the Sakyas, yeah, okay. And so the Buddha, when he achieves awakening, it's like it's called the lion's roar, yeah. And also one very nice thing is there's what in the Gandavyuha Sutra, there's something called the lion's, actually not roar, the lion's yawn samadhi, yeah, okay. So I thought I might talk about this because one thing that Rinpoche Lama Gangchen wanted us to do was go through, he wanted us to do so many things, no? And we all need to live to be at least 100 years to do everything he wished, but we will try our best, yeah? One thing that Rinpoche asked us to do was, and also he asked many Geshe-lers, yeah? Was to collect together all the references of NgalSo, yeah? The name of our lineage is NgalSo, no? Ganden NgalSo, yeah. So Rinpoche asked us to collect all the references to NgalSo within the Buddha's scriptures, yeah. So in the Gandavyuha Sutra, the Entry into the Realm of Reality Sutra, which amongst other things is illustrated on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th galleries of Borobudur in central Java in Indonesia, there is amongst the several hundreds of illustrations on the side of Borobudur is a very beautiful illustration of the Buddha entering into what's called the lion's yawn samadhi. Yeah, so this time it's not the lion's roar, like not like this. Now it's like a lion yawning. Yeah, so if we watch on a nature program, yeah, lions after they've had lunch, let's say a non-vegetarian lunch, then they're side digesting. They're like this, and maybe they go to sleep, yeah, they're very kind of satisfied or something relaxing, yeah. So there's one special meditation of Lord Buddha called the lion's yawn or samadhi. So I thought I might read this to you from the Gandavyuha book, NgalSo Gandavyuha book, which is in preparation, yeah. So just like we have this one, yeah, which is the Lalita Vistara book, yeah. Another of the many projects we need to finish is the subsequent volume, which is about the Gandavyuha Sutra, yeah, okay. So another thing in preparation, yeah. So the Gandavyuha Sutra is the pilgrimage of Bodhisattva Sudana, yeah, who goes, first he meets Lord Buddha in the Jetavana Grove, and then he's directed to Manjusri, and then Manjusri in South India, and Manjusri sends him on a pilgrimage. Gradually he meets 52 gurus until finally he meets Maitreya, and finally he achieves awakening, basically, and then he vows to work for all beings forever, and that's the end of the story, So at the beginning of the Gandharva Sutra, there's one picture, beautiful picture of the Buddha, right at the beginning when the boy Sudana goes to visit Lord Buddha in the Jetavana Grove, he's seeking awakening, so he thinks, I need to go and see the Buddha, so he goes there, and then it says the Buddha enters into the meditation of the lion's yawn, okay? So it says the Buddha sat there, and hearing clearly the thoughts of the assembled bodhisattvas around him, he granted their request and entered into the meditation called the lion's yawn, And it says this profound meditation is only open to those who have fully realized great compassion and are on the Mahayana path, Okay, so the Buddha's like, I don't know if he's actually yawning, but he's like enters into this meditation. Maybe he does yawn, And it says through the power of his concentration, the Buddha manifested a beautiful pavilion which grew until it became as big as space, So then a beautiful mandala palace appears, like beautiful, full of jewels, made of rainbows, incredible, And then not only that, but there appear like a multiverse of Buddha fields, like of Pure Lands, so beautiful, And each one full of jewels, full of rainbows, full of holy beings, full of the sound of divine sounds, okay? Each one covered by nets of jewel light, And then in each pure land in the multiverse appear millions and billions of Buddhas, okay? So it's really something incredible, a multiverse of Buddhas and their pure lands, okay? Thank you. Renata is in Coney. She's off. Thank you very much, Renata. Appreciate a lot, Thank you, She's kindly offered to finish the impagination. Thank you very much. We need, because, this is so beautiful, Now we need volume 2, Okay, so I will call you, Renata. Thank you so much for offering it. So anyway, so then around the Buddha in the lion's yawn, there appear pure lands, actually like a mandala, So then there appear Buddha lands in the east, in the south, in the west, in the north. So actually, this is a Mahayana sutra. So exactly, it doesn't say one is like Shobhya, but somehow the idea is very much there, Okay, So anyway, there appear like the Pure Lands with Buddha lands in the 4 directions, okay, and then the 10 directions, Oh yes, and then actually, yes, then there's appearing Buddha Vairocana and all the different Dhyani Buddhas, okay. All this is the lion's yawn, okay. And I'm quickly reading from the Gandharva, okay. Okay, so then all the beings in samsara, each one according to their needs were healed. So like the pretas, like the addicts type of beings who are suffering from intense addiction, like never satisfied, they finally gain healing and satisfaction. So it says here, even though they live on the bank of the Ganges, they can't see the cool, refreshing water, but it's like addict state, It's like nothing will quench your thirst, okay. And then, anyway, so all the beings all the suffering of the beings of samsara is healed, So those who are sick, they get medicine. Each one they get according to their needs, And then, So then there's an explanation about emptiness, of course, Okay, so it says here, it is like a monk in a crowded place, let's say a monk in a marketplace, who has previously achieved powerful concentration, His mind may be completely absorbed with one of the elements like earth, water, wind, or fire, like self-healing, Or he may be fully concentrating on a color like white or red or blue or yellow or green, Like the Kashina disc, we explained, the colors of in Buddhism, Or he may be concentrating on a sound like Eyam Ram Lam Bam or Oma Hum Tram Hri, or a different realm of existence. But none of the people around him are able to experience what he's experiencing, yeah, unless they've trained and meditated in the same way, yeah, okay, yeah. So it says, and this is why everybody could only see what was happening according to their own level of reality, yeah. This is a big point in the Mahayana Sutras, yeah, in the Gandavira, that people only see what they want to see, what they can see, yeah, okay, yeah. So anyway, so this is the Buddha's yawn is like this incredible manifestation of like all the multiverse of Buddha lands and Buddhas, and also the healing. So it's a totally cosmic event, like the Buddha's yawn. So the Buddha does all this, and then he goes, oh, and it all disappears again, yeah, back into him, yeah. So it's like zoom out and then zoom in, yeah. Okay, so this great miracle is called the Buddha's yawn, yeah. Okay, like so the Buddha yawns or relaxes like this, okay, yeah. And this is a special realization of a Buddha, that they can manifest the whole thing and then reabsorb it, you know. So let me find you another example of this, yeah. Actually, this is often talked about in the sutras, yeah, okay. 1 second, I prepared something about this, yeah. Let me just find my notes here. Oh yes, okay. So this lion's yawn, yeah, okay. So in the Prajnaparamita, remember Rinpoche said, yeah, we need to do more Sherab Ningpo Heart Sutra, yeah. Heart Sutra is a short version of the Prajnaparamita, the perfection of wisdom, yeah, okay. So Rinpoche strongly requested us to spend more time thinking about and meditating on the Heart Sutra and the perfection of wisdom, okay. So there's various versions of the perfection of wisdom. If the short one's too short for you, there's middle or long version, yeah. So in the middle length Prajnaparamita, it says, what is the samadhi of the yawning lion of a bodhisattva mahasattva? And then the sutra says, it is like this. So it says, you attain the first dhyana, the first state of concentration, and it says, I'm resting there, NgalSo, yeah. After that, you go each stage of, so there's different, first dhyana, second dhyana, third dhyana, fourth dhyana, yeah, the different states of absorptions, yeah. And then limitless space, limitless consciousness, and the formless realms up to what's called the peak of samsara. So each one of these like profound levels of mental absorption, you rest there, NgalSo, yeah, okay. Yeah, so you go up to the top of samsara, remember, and then you have to meditate on emptiness, yeah, okay, with this very profound mind, yeah. And then you come back down again. It's a bit like with our stupa meditation, yeah, we do like Lam, Bam, Ram, Yam, E, Om, Ah, Hum, Oh, yeah, and then you come out backwards, no? Oh, Hum, Ah, Om, E, Yam, Ram, Bam, Lam, no? So the lion's roar is going up through all the stages and then coming back again, yeah, okay? The lion's yawn, yeah, okay? Yeah. So at each stage we're relaxing, NgalSo, yeah? In the beautiful experience of meditative concentration and bliss, yeah. So actually the lion's yawn, yeah, which is the symbol of Akshobhya and also Lord Buddha Shakyamuni. So beautiful, yeah. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, yeah, this is speaking of NgalSo, this is Chenrezig Semni NgalSo, yeah. Okay, have a look. Actually, let's say in the Eastern Buddhist tradition, it's Kuan Yin, no, okay. But for us, this is Chenrezig Semni NgalSo, yeah. Chenrezig in the position of rural relaxation, yeah. Actually, Rinpoche La, he asked Ducho La to paint one tanka of this some years ago. Yeah, very beautiful, yeah. And we have a whole series of, that's another book we have to do. We have so many things to do. It's like, anyway, bit by bit, yeah. Rinpoche we started to prepare, almost finished, a whole book of the Chenrezig Semni NgalSo Mahamudra teachings, yeah. So this is another thing we have to do, yeah. So many different beautiful NgalSo teachings, yeah. So this NgalSo, it's not something made up by Lama Gangchen. You can see, for example, when we go in Borobudur, yeah, in the Mendut temple, there's Lord Buddha, Chenrezig, and Vajrapani. The two bodhisattvas on the side are sitting in this position, yeah? And this is the position of royal relaxation, NgalSo Gyalpo, okay? So anyway, Rinpoche, he's kindly, introduced us to one of the great streams of Mahayana Vajrayana Buddhism. We're so lucky, yeah? Now what we need to do is practice it and understand more what it is and put it into practice, yeah? Okay? In honor of Rinpoche, and because it's the right thing to do, okay? So that's Chenrezi Semni Nelson, yeah? So anyway, so the lion's yawn, yeah, is that powerful state of meditation, yeah? So very relaxed, yeah, absorbing and meditating in emptiness, and then getting up and, getting up for the benefit of beings, yeah, okay, because bodhisattvas arise for the benefit of all beings, no? Okay, so that's another thing about the lion's roar, yeah. So what else do we have about snow lions? Well, lots of things, of course, yeah. Let's see. What else do we have? Yes. Okay, I was saying that Chenrezi Singanada and Manjusri are sitting on lions, yeah. Also, there's some of the protector goddesses of Tibet, like the Seringmas, the 5 long life goddesses, and some of the retinue of Peldan Lama riding on lions, yeah. So some people say it's like the connection with Durga, the Indian protector goddess, one of the 10 mother goddesses of the Hindu tradition, yeah, okay. So we also have like these female goddesses riding on lions, yeah, okay. Then of course we have lion-faced dakini, Singa Mukha, yeah. Mukha means face in Sanskrit, yeah. Singa or Singa or Simha, it's the same, yeah, okay, yeah. So Sima Mukha, lion-faced dakini, okay. Also a very powerful practice within our Ganden tradition, yeah, to drive away interferences, negativities, yeah, okay. Anyway, so we have this practice that Rinpoche like a lot, yeah, okay. But this is actually one of the more secret practices somehow, let's say, of our lineage, yeah, so cannot talk too much about it. One time, actually, I was invited to Kumpen Institute in Milano. Just the Albanianos, now a branch of Kumpen, no? We start in, let's say, in Kumpen with Rinpoche, the self-healing, no? So one time I was invited there to visit, to give a teaching there, and they asked me to teach about Singamukha, yeah? So I said, yes, okay, go there, yeah. Now, I had everything prepared on my iPad, so when I arrived, the whole thing disappeared, yeah, okay? There was nothing, I had this whole long commentary about Singamukha, so the whole long commentary disappeared, so we had to do something else, okay? And then when I left Milano, was in the car going back to Albagnano, the commentary reappeared again, yeah. So that's what these things are powerful, and there's some reason, So anyway, so yes, we have Singamukha Dakini, very famous, very powerful, and very secret, yeah. Okay. Somehow there's, I don't know if you've ever, Italian friends, no? Maybe you've been to Torino, no? There they have one of the most incredible Egyptian museums in the world. Yeah, they say the 3 great Egyptian museums in the West are Cairo, of course, yeah, because it's Egypt, of course, yeah, then the British Museum in London and Torino. These are the 3 great museums of Egyptian archaeology in the world. So anybody who has time, I would recommend, and you're interested in these things, if you go in Torino, no? They have an incredible museum with incredible Egyptian galleries. And one thing they have in there, like so powerful, is they have a whole gallery of what's called Sekhmet, yeah, which is this Egyptian goddess with a lion face. And even now, there's incredible, powerful energy in there, I must say. Yeah, it's definitely Sekhmet and Singamukha Dakini, something very powerful, yeah, and very ancient, very archetypal, yeah, okay. Anyway. So many interesting things, no? Yeah. So yes. So anyway. So for example, Akshobhya. Okay, let's get back to self-healing. Yeah. I mean, of course, everything is self-healing because the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, they underlie the structure of Vajrayana Buddhism. Here's a picture of Manjusri sitting on a lion. Yeah. So okay. So what does this represent? This represents also like taming the mind, doesn't it? Yeah. So if you can imagine, yeah, okay, never mind a snow lion. Imagine sitting on a lion, yeah. Now the lion would not be too pleased, and it would be definitely not a good idea, yeah. So like we have this idea of like the wild mind, like a wild lion or something, like very scary, you know. So imagine if you could sit, if your mind was like became so pacified, yeah, okay, that you could, you know, like the lion of the mind became completely peaceful, yeah, okay, like a kind of like puppy. Yeah, we were talking about animals last time, weren't we? Like pets. So imagine the wild lion of the mind became like a pet lion, yeah, okay. So this is a little bit like this. These symbols, no, of Manjusri riding on the lion, or Vesrasana riding on the lion. We have many of these images, no. So it means that we've completely pacified and controlled our mind, which previously was like furious, super angry, super nervous, now is completely peaceful, yeah, okay? So actually then the lion has become like the mount of the Buddha, yeah, okay? So that's one nice symbolism of why Buddhas ride on lions, yeah, okay? Now, of course, how to say, the snow lion is one of the symbols of the Tibetan people, no? As we know. So before, previously in Tibet, they had a flag and money and things with snow lions on them, yeah, okay. Actually, the flag was designed by Kyabje Trijang Rinpoche, no? Who's Rinpoche's guru, you know? The flag with the sun, the mountains, and the two snow lions. And I don't know if you ever look, you can look on the internet. In the center is what's called a gakil, yeah? A bliss swirl, yeah? So this is showing also, like according to our to Buddhist Tibetan way of thinking, like one quality of the snow lion, like this, like joyful energy of the snow lion, you know. So there's and also if you, for example, in Albaniano, yeah, and many other of our Buddhist temples, if like in Albaniano, yeah, on the door of our temple, Rinpoche put there like these big lions, yeah, okay. One is a male lion, and there's a male lion and a female lion. So the male lion has got like a kind of ball he's holding in his paws, yeah, and the female lion is holding like a baby lion, a bit of lion cub, yeah, in the between the paws. So the male lion on our in Albaniano at the door of our temple of heaven and earth is holding actually the gakil, the bliss swirl, yeah, okay. Yeah, so anyway, so it's this kind of joyful energy. The snow lion is a kind of a joyful energy, yeah, okay. And how to say, another thing is in the Tibetan medical tradition, it's said, yeah, believe it or not, that snow lion milk, now don't ask me how we get it, yeah, but anyway, snow lion milk is a very powerful medicinal substance, yeah, okay, which is supposed to be like an elixir of life, okay. But like I say, how you milk a snow lion, I'm not quite sure. It might be quite difficult, but yeah. But anyway, it's considered one of the special mystical substances, let's say, yeah, okay. Anyway, so yes, on our temples we have, you know, the male and female snow lions. Also on the, if you look on the thrones, we also have like the lionesses holding up the throne of the Buddha, yeah. Now, why you might think, why am I explaining all this in great detail? Because Rinpoche actually asked me to do so, yeah. He specifically said I had to explain all this symbolism of the throne and this and that. And I said, yes, Rinpoche, I will do. So this is what I'm doing now, okay, in order to fulfill my commitment, my promise to Rinpoche, okay? Okay. So anyway, so there's in the Vajrayana tradition, there's many like poetries about snow lions and so on, yeah, okay, yeah. And so what they say is like the milk of a snow lion, yeah, if it's poured into a normal vessel, it goes immediately bad, yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, and it has to be poured into a golden cup. It's the only way you can, when you've milked your snow lioness, you have to collect it in a golden cup, otherwise it goes immediately sour. So it's a symbol of the Dharma, yeah? The precious milk of the Dharma needs to be kept within a special receptacle. So that means that for us who are learning the Dharma, we need a special motivation, yeah, okay? A definite emergence, bodhicitta, the correct view of reality and so on, yeah? We need to be suitable vessels in order to hold the precious teachings of the Dharma in a clean and a pure way, yeah? So we can do something with them, yeah? Okay? Okay. Anyway. Anyway, so the how to say. So the snow lion is a symbol of joy that leaps from mountain peak to mountain peak. Yeah, okay. And that's also, that's why the snow lions hold this like gakyul, this bliss. They keep this gakyul like going continuously, like it's like in the lion dances in China or Tibet. They always have like this ball thing. It's showing it shows we actually always need to have a happy mind. Yeah, which is one thing Rinpoche said to us. No matter what, yeah, keep a positive mind. So the snow lions are showing we always need to have like this, like happy mind, like mind always up, playful mind. Yeah, okay. So that's nice symbol. Yeah, okay. So we see that a lot around Tibetan Buddhist center. So when we see the snow lion, we should think, Rinpoche said to me, no matter what, I need to keep my mind up. I need to have a playful mind. I need to have a happy mind. Yeah, okay. So that's good, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So, yes, the roar of the snow lion is the sound of emptiness, yeah, okay, yeah, which is, the call to awakening, yeah. And it's said in the Vajrayana tradition that this Buddha's roar is the sound of the emptiness is so powerful, the sound even causes 7 dragons to fall out of the sky, yeah, okay, so like that, yeah, okay. So anyway, so the snow lion is the symbol of Guru Buddha Akshobhya, yeah, and also Lord Buddha Shakyamuni, okay, yeah. Okay, are there any questions about that? Let me just have a look. If not, we shall move on to the symbol of Supreme Healer Amitabha, which is the peacock, and also sometimes the dragon, yeah, okay. Let me just check if there's any questions, yeah, okay. Let's see. More comments, yeah. Please feel free to share pictures, etc., in the self-healing group. Yeah, okay. Already have. Good. Thank you, everybody. Yeah. I mean, okay. Anyway, the snow lion is a mythological beast. So what can we say? Yeah, we already talked about animal welfare a little bit now, which is very important. Yeah. Okay. So if there's no questions, we shall move on to the next symbol, which is the peacock symbol of Supreme Healer Amitabha. Okay. Okay, if anybody thinks of any questions related to snow lions, yeah, or Garudas or Supreme Horse, animal symbolism, yeah, please do feel free to put here and I'll try and answer, yeah, okay. I mean, why we use all these symbols, Rinpoche said that our mind is like, okay, it's many leveled. One, the conceptual part of our mind, the intellectual part is one part, yeah, but it's not the only part of our mind, yeah. So why we use a lot is symbolism and colors and all these kind of things, as it speaks to other parts of our mind, yeah. In the modern sense, we'd say left brain and right brain. No? So let's say the right brain, the more artistic, let's say, part of our mind, it responds much better to colors and symbols and sounds and all that kind of stuff, yeah, okay. Whereas the other part, is it the left brain? There's the other side of our brain is more like intellectual and rational. Actually, is good for language and music and mathematics and engineering. And so there's 2 parts of our brain that we need to integrate. Yeah. So in our sutra and tantra, this is what we're doing. Rinpoche always said we need to take care of our precious brain. Yeah. So this incredible stuff. Yeah. Like snow lion and dragon and Garuda and colors and mantras and mudras and all this is helping us to take care of our precious brain on many, many different levels, okay? And also, Rinpoche put all these things together because it's like, okay, maybe we're all different, yeah? We all have different, like, needs and personalities. So one person, maybe they're not interested at all in snow lions, but they like very much philosophy or whatever, yeah? Some people like moving, they like gestures, they like yoga, some people like breathing, some people want to just meditate on the breath. So in self-healing, everything is included, yeah? So the idea is that if we keep practicing for long enough, something will touch our mind and help transform us. Yeah. Okay. So that was the snow lion. So now moving on to the peacock. Yeah. So the symbol. So Supreme Healer Amitabha. Yeah. Lord of the Western Buddha lands, yeah, who represents the transformation of unlimited desire and dissatisfaction into universal love and compassion and discriminating wisdom. Yeah, his symbol is a peacock. Okay, So why is Amitabha's symbol a peacock? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about peacocks. Yeah. Now, actually, when we talk about peacocks, we're actually talking about male peacocks. Yeah. I don't know if you know, there's two types of peacock, male one and a female one. And the one with actually here, the one with this, no, the beautiful tail is actually the male one. Yeah. Okay. And the female peacock actually is quite sort of brown and quite small. Actually, it doesn't have this beautiful tail. Yeah. Okay. So male. So the symbol of Amitabha is the male peacock with its incredible like tail that it can display. Yeah. Okay. Let me just find my notes on peacocks. Yeah. Actually, I know a little bit about peacocks because we used to go with Rinpoche La to one place in England called Gaunt's House where they had peacocks walking around the garden. Yeah. So actually, peacocks get up very early in the morning. They also make a really horrible noise, and then also they can fly a little bit up to the top of the building. Yeah. So, and like I say, it's the male ones who have the big feathers, not the female ones. Yeah. Female ones are more like low key, no? Actually, when we're in Buddhist philosophy, one of the things they talk about is how does a peacock get its feathers? Yeah. So there's one school of Indian philosophy called Charavakas. We call them materialists. They're mostly like modern people, no? So their idea is the peacock feather is just random by chance, yeah? No explanation, yeah? Perhaps these days, actually, the materialists, the Charavakas, we would say, oh, it's genetics, actually, yeah? Perhaps it's slightly moved on from that, yeah? But in ancient times, they said, oh, we don't know. It's just no cause. Yeah, it just happened. It's just like that, yeah? Okay. So this is one discussion in Buddhism. How does a peacock feather get the beautiful eyes? Yeah, okay. And of course, like the Buddhist point of view is everything arises due to karma, due to cause and effect. Everything's interdependent. Yeah. So what's the cause of the eyes on a peacock feather? Yeah. So, actually, oops. So according to Buddhist mythology, let's say the beautiful eyes on a peacock feather, yeah, are actually due to the peacock eating poison. Yeah. Okay. Now, I must admit, I thought that was not true and I didn't believe it, but actually it is true that, okay, peacocks, they have a varied diet, but one of the things that they do eat is snakes and scorpions and poisonous insects, yeah? And and they eat them and they don't die, yeah? It's part of their diet, yeah? So they have this ability to digest poison, yeah? So whether the poison is actually transformed into the beautiful feathers or not, I don't know, but it's always been a symbol of like spiritual alchemy within the Vajrayana tradition, yeah? So what we say is that we have to be like, we aspiring bodhisattvas and then actualizing bodhisattvas, what we have to be is like peacocks, yeah? Why do we have to be like peacocks? Because we have to eat poison, digest it, and transform it into beauty, yeah? Into the opposite, yeah? So this is very much in the Lojong, in the mind training teachings, yeah? So the bodhisattva in the wilderness, in the wilderness of samsara, when it sees something poisonous, instead of running away like we do, it should run for the difficult situation and get in there, yeah, and interact and resolve it. Actually, not necessarily by eating it, but anyway, we should get in there and help the people, yeah. So any difficulty. This is part of our bodhisattvas, by the way. When we see somebody in difficulty, it says the person with the most difficult situation is the one we should try and deal with first, yeah? So unlike most people who just want to have a comfortable life and not be bothered, thank you very much, yeah? Bodhisattvas are like peacocks in the forest searching out like people who are suffering in order to help them, yeah? Okay? So we should be like this, yeah? So let me find my notes, yeah? 1 second. 1 second, I need to find here. Here we are, okay. Okay. Peacocks. Okay, so because we're a bodhisattva, yeah, okay, even in the sutra sense, they use delusions on the path, yeah. So how does that mean? So on the sutra sense, that means like a bodhisattva would face their delusions, their anger, their pride, their jealousy, and so on, yeah, okay, and meditate on their antidotes, yeah. yeah, and then gradually their bodhisattva qualities will manifest. So principally, okay, so there's different levels of antidotes, isn't there? There's like relative antidotes, like for example, if we are angry, we should meditate on patience, yeah, and so on and so on. There's a particular antidotes for each kind of delusion. If we have, like in the sutra teachings, it says if you have like lots of desirous attachment, you should imagine everybody walking around like a load of skeletons, for example, which should put one off, yeah, feeling desirous attachment. Anyway, they have a whole series of like, if you have like a super angry mind, you should meditate on love toward everybody, yeah. So there's a kind of a whole series of antidotes we should apply, but these are relative antidotes, yeah? Why? Because the delusion is not eradicated. We just pacify a little bit, but then it will come back again. Why? It's not eradicated because the root, the ignorance, the dualistic vision of reality is still there within our mind. So in order to cut that off, to pacify it, we have to meditate on emptiness, on the lack of inherent existence of ourself and our aggregates and other phenomena. And especially if we do that with the motivator of bodhicitta, it's a win-win situation, yeah, okay? And we will truly become like peacocks as we progress through the bodhisattva bhumis, yeah, okay? We'll become more and more beautiful. So Rinpoche said, we need to develop inner beauty, yeah? And he always said, like, if you, one of the few things Rinpoche never did in his life, because he did so many things, he was invited to go everywhere and do everything, almost, yeah. One of the things he never did was judge a beauty contest, yeah. But he said, if I was to judge a beauty contest, I would give the prize for the most beautiful girl to the most peaceful one, yeah. And then actually should have added, I would give the most prize for the most beautiful boy to the kindest, the most loving one, okay. Yeah, because it's like inner beauty, yeah. So as we progress through the bodhisattva bhumis, regardless of our physical appearance, then our inner beauty is increasing, isn't it? Until we become absolutely gorgeous, like so incredibly gorgeous inside, yeah? So actually that is a quality of bodhisattvas, Because actually if you, let's say you didn't know them and you just look at physically, you might think, okay, but when we meet these holy beings, they have such an incredible, powerful energy of love and compassion. It's like overwhelming, yeah? So beautiful, yeah, their energy, So it's true, the inner beauty actually showing, isn't it, yeah? Regardless of the actual physical appearance of the person, yeah, okay. So there's if you're interested, and I'm sure most of you are, yeah, there's a very famous teaching called The Wheel of Sharp Weapons, written by Dharma Rakshita, who was actually, I think he was Indonesian, yeah, okay, I believe, yeah. And he passed this teaching to Atisha, yeah, okay, who's super important, Lord Atisha, who was one of the main propagators of the second wave of Buddhism, of the Kadampa tradition, yeah, okay. So actually we had already Lama Michel, no, he's taught this already in Albaniano, so I'm sure if you like, I'm sure we have some books available on the subject. Now this is pretty hardcore stuff, actually, the Wheel of Sharp Weapons. So it explains that whatever happens to you, it explains what you did, yeah? So you have to be quite, let's say if you're of a sensitive disposition, this is not a good book for you, Because it says, for example, if everybody's being really mean and horrible to you, I mean, this is like simple but example, because you were mean and horrible to somebody else, yeah? But it's like very, very, very graphic, yeah? So you've got to have like a strong, let's say, constitution to digest all that, yeah? It's quite hard, actually, yeah, okay? Hard but true, yeah? So in the Wheel of Sharp Weapons, Dharma Rakshita says, very famous verse, he says, in the jungle of the poisonous plants, struts, the peacocks, yeah? Even though beautiful medicine gardens lie near, so it means even though it's beautiful like parks with flowers are super nice, the peacocks, where they want to be is in the forest of poisonous plants, yeah? But it says the masses of peacocks do not find gardens pleasant, yeah? Why? Because they thrive on the essence of poisonous plants, yeah? And in a similar fashion, brave bodhisattvas remain in the jungle of the worldly concerns, the 8 worldly concerns, aka normal life, yeah? And it says, but no matter how joyful this worldly pleasure garden seems, yeah, These brave ones are never attracted to pleasure, but thrive in the jungle of suffering and pain. Yeah, okay. And when they see suffering and pain, like a peacock, when it sees a scorpion or a snake, it just gobbles it up, yeah, and it thinks yum yum. And then now I want another one, yeah, okay. One poisonous scorpion's not enough, yeah, and even 10. Actually, so peacocks are greedy for poisonous snakes and scorpions and poisonous plants, yeah. So this is a symbol that the bodhisattva is, let's say, greedy, for challenging situations and greedy to help others. Completely like opposite for us who are greedy for ourselves, for our own purpose. So the bodhisattvas are greedy to help for the purpose of others and don't care at all about themselves. Yeah. So the peacock, which is true, it does eat poison, has been since Indian times, has been a symbol of the bodhisattva path. Yeah. Okay. Another thing they say is that okay, now you can see here actually on this is actually hopefully no peacocks were harmed in the making of this what do you call it, sprinkler, but anyway, from Nepal. No, you can see there's different colors now. There's kind of like blue, a beautiful blue, and green and yellow. Okay, now it's claimed that there can be up to 5 colors within the feathers of a peacock. I mean, this one's got like 3, I think. Yeah. But maybe it's kind of a little reddish, no? Okay, red could be, no? So anyway, so it's said in the Buddhist text, the feathers of a peacock, they have 5 colors. So of course, this is the wisdoms of the 5 Dhyani Buddhas manifesting, yeah, okay? Yeah, so it shows that the bodhisattvas gradually, through digesting poisonous situations, which also, of course, takes us onto the idea of Tantra, because Tantra is about, let's say, is a kind of inner alchemy in the sense that we're transforming worldly situations. It doesn't mean that we're just behaving normally, yeah, but it's like, anyway, we use what's around us, our body, our emotions, our everyday life, I don't know, sleeping, eating, our job, whatever, yeah. And then we try and see in a special way with the motivation of renunciation, bodhicitta, the correct view. We have a special way of looking so we can transform all this, like Rinpoche used to say, yeah. Tantric vision. My house is a beautiful palace. My partner is the most beautiful one, the best one. Yeah, everything is beautiful. Yeah, okay. Which is anyway much better than the normal vision, which is my house is rubbish. I'm so dissatisfied. I'm jealous of my neighbor who's got a bigger house than me. I'm bored with my partner. This is normal mind, no? So it's just normal mind is just miserable and depressing, no? So at least minimum, the tantric vision brings more happiness, more satisfaction, and many, 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 many other profound benefits as well if we do properly, no? If we arise out of emptiness and we think, I am Buddha, this is my mandala palace, yeah? I'm working for the benefit of all beings. We completely, let's say we put something else in the center of our personal mandala, yeah? Not just ourself, our own satisfaction, our money, our fears, our own small things, yeah? Instead, we put wisdom, compassion, empathy, yeah, fearlessness, the qualities and wisdoms of the Dhyani Buddhas, the 5 enlightened actions, yeah. So much better, yeah, the tantric vision, much, much, much better. Yeah? So, and especially, yeah, okay, so in Vajrayana, what is, in Buddhism, actually, what is the biggest poison, yeah? So the biggest poison is not hatred, it's not jealousy, it's not pride, yeah? So the biggest mental poison is desire, yeah? It's the most, let's say, difficult one even for bodhisattvas, actually, yeah? Okay. So they say, like, for example, on the bodhisattva path, the gross delusions, like, for example, anger, these go quickly, let's say quickly. On the first bodhisattva bhumi, your mind is cleansed of those minds, yeah? But the desirous mind, actually almost to the end of the spiritual path, the mind of desire is still active in some way. Yeah? It's a very, very deep delusion. Yeah, so it's a kind of most poisonous mind, and so also from the tantric point of view is the most powerful fuel, let's say, for transformation. So in the Vajrayana, they have many examples. Like they say, for example, it's, what do they say, like an insect born of a wood, like, for example, and if you go in a forest, there's some trees that have fallen down, no? And if you look inside, there's many, like, kind of bugs and things that's eating it, yeah? So it says, okay, so then it's like the bugs are consuming the wood, yeah? and and becoming like energetic and powerful from that. Yeah. So it's like let's give a modern example. It's like our desire is like rocket fuel. Yeah, we need the rocket to go to enlightenment. Yeah, big rocket with all our friends or beings inside. Yeah, so we need the most powerful fuel. Yeah, to get up through the Earth's atmosphere. Yeah, so the most powerful fuel for personal transformation actually is desirous attachment. Yeah, okay. So therefore, some of the tantras, of course, are working with all 5 delusions, yeah, ignorance, desire, hatred, pride, and jealousy, and fear, yeah, okay. So there's various tantras that work to transform all these emotional states, yeah. But let's say quite popular are the ones that work with the desirous mind, because it's very, very strong, especially actually nowadays. We're in the Kali Yuga, the time of spiritual darkness, of spiritual winter, yeah. And well, it's easy to see now around us, like people so full of desire, like, I don't know, even like within our lifetimes, because we got so many more ways to express than we had before, like through, so we can see in advertising, media, yeah, explosion of like things that we all have desirous attachment towards. So it's the Kali Yuga, yeah. So we need to be able to transform that energy, yeah, which is another big subject, which we may get onto one day, which is the tantric grounds and paths. Yeah, okay. Maybe we'll talk a little bit about that when we talk about Amitabha in the context of the 5 Dhyana Buddhas, which will be very, very shortly in the next couple of weeks. I imagine we start the Dhyana Buddhas. Yeah, okay. So anyway, the peacocks. Yeah. So this anyway. So finally, let's say the symbolism of the peacock. What poison are they eating? Mainly, they're eating the poisonous, let's say, bug or scorpion or snake of desire, and they're transmuting it into the beautiful feathers of like this, no? Yeah. So this is like the bodhisattva who's transmuting desire into the path of liberation. Yeah. Okay. So that's why the peacock is the vehicle of Buddha Amitabha, who represents transforming desirous attachment into the wisdom of discriminating awareness. Okay. So very beautiful, very powerful symbolism. Okay. Okay, any questions about that? Let's have a look. Any comments? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, okay. So, those of you, okay. So, obviously, if anybody has stumbled on this in YouTube, this event, let's say, is part of the NgalSo online Gompa, yeah, which obviously is happening due to the pandemic because we cannot gather together as usual. So, the members of the NgalSo Sangha, we also have the retreat group, yeah. So on the retreat group, we're seeing a so beautiful picture here of Rinpoche, yeah, together with one of the snow lion dancers in Kathmandu. So beautiful. Actually, the pictures are so beautiful. I really like, thank you, all the pictures everybody's like Francesco and the other people are sharing, Chris, sharing of Rinpoche. So beautiful, yeah. One of the things Rinpoche actually wanted us to learn, amongst all the other things, was spiritual dancing, yeah. So maybe this is something we need to gradually develop slowly in Albaniano. Yes, one thing. He bought actually many of the dance costumes and masks. Yeah, okay. Not only for Albaniano, but for many different monasteries in Nepal and India and so on. Yeah? So yeah, so here's Rinpoche playing and dancing with a snow lion. Yeah, so beautiful. Yeah, well, thank you, Chris. Yeah. Okay, so any comments about peacocks? No. Okay, so okay, like that. Yeah, so. I think I'm going to go on to the elephant, yeah, the white elephant. And then actually we've covered the 5 symbols of the Dhyani Buddhas. And then next week we shall start with the Dhyani Buddhas, having covered every other possible thing, their mudras, their sounds, their colours, their animals, yeah. And then we shall go on to the actual like meaning, let's say, of Akshobhya and Sambhava and so on, yeah, okay. So hopefully now we've got like this whole like background, yeah, of like cultural symbolism. So hopefully now the package, let's say, of each Dhyani Buddha, each Supreme Healer will be more meaningful for us. Yeah, beautiful. Actually, Chris has just posted a beautiful picture of a peacock, and also even rarer, an albino peacock. Yeah, okay. Okay, so white animals in Indian culture are considered very auspicious. Yeah, okay. Like I was saying before, the supreme horse actually when the Buddha in the Jataka tales was a supreme horse. It was white color, yeah. And now we're going to talk about the elephant symbol of Supreme Healer Vairocana, yeah, which is the white elephant, actually, yeah. Okay, so 1 second. Just need to get my notes. So it's true in India. Okay, so in India, lions are the symbol of royalty. Also, elephants are the symbol of royalty, yeah. And white elephants occasionally used to appear, and they've always been considered super auspicious throughout, let's say, the last few thousand years of Indian history. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look. Elephants. Okay, so Vairocana, yeah, okay. Vairocana is symbol of inner and world peace, yeah. So, okay, now some of us have actually seen elephants up close because we went with Rinpoche to Borobudur, or perhaps we saw elephants somewhere else, like for example in Nepal or in a zoo or somewhere, yeah. So in Indian culture, elephants are the symbol of strength, yeah, okay, and also like consistency, yeah, okay. Also, they're also very intelligent, by the way, yeah, and they have good memories. It's true, and they live as long as us, yeah, okay. Which is why the elephant trainer, the mahout, and the elephant, they form a very strong bond for like the whole lives together, you know. Yeah. So in Indian mythology, they have also not only flying supreme horse, but they have also flying elephant, the Airavata, yeah, okay, who's the a bit like in the anyway. So he's one of the mounts of Indra, yeah, one of the Vedic gods, yeah, and he manifested out of the churning of the ocean of milk, yeah, okay, and all this is Indian mythology, yeah, okay. Anyway, so in Indian culture, white elephants are very auspicious symbols of the Dharma, yeah, okay. Actually, in Sri Lanka, yeah, in the Tooth Temple in Kandy, there's one place where they have Buddha's relic, yeah, which is actually, I believe it's an elephant tooth from when Buddha was an elephant in the past life, yeah, okay. And they have I believe it's supposed to be a white elephant that carries the Buddha relic out, yeah. One time we went with Rinpoche there and saw that. It was very beautiful, actually, you know. So powerful, yeah, okay. So we had the fortune to go and see that ritual, yeah. So it's supposed to be a white elephant who has the honor of carrying the Buddha tooth relic, yeah. Okay, so and in Indian culture, white elephants are supposed to be able to call the rain because they're the mount of Indra, the thunder god, yeah, okay. Yeah, and they say in Indian society, apparently they say that when you see a white cloud, it's like the white flying elephant of Indra, yeah, okay. Yeah, so obviously, like, elephants are very expensive because they eat a lot, 500 kilos of food or something a week. So a normal person could not keep a pet elephant. Yeah, it's too expensive. So they were mainly kept by kings. Yeah. Okay. So they were used actually for kings to ride around on. They're also used for forestry and also as battle elephants. Yeah. Okay. So in Buddhism, the elephant's always been a symbol of mental strength. Yeah. So we have very nice picture actually in the Lam Rim teachings. There's a very beautiful picture in the Liberation in the Palm of the Hand by Kyabje Pamonka Rinpoche, and this picture apparently was drawn by Kyabje Trijang Rinpoche, Rinpoche's guru. Yeah, so and we have a copy of this in Albanian. Also Duccio made one, yeah, in our Temple of Heaven and Earth. So it's showing like the stages of concentration within the Lam Rim. Yeah, so how to say, like, so first our mind is totally uncontrolled like a mad elephant, yeah. So of course we in the West, we don't have much connection with elephants, yeah, because they don't live here, yeah. But in India, like, they know that if a male elephant scents a female elephant, you better get out the way because it kind of goes mad with desire, yeah. And if there's a female elephant and your hut happens to be in the way, you better leave your house because it will just run through it. There's nothing that will stop a male elephant when it's chasing a female elephant on heat. Yeah, okay. So this is why it's a symbol of our uncontrolled mind, mad with desire. Yeah, okay. So anyway, so the first picture is that actually it's a monk, yeah, meditator running after a mad elephant, yeah, totally out of control, yeah. So he's like an elephant trainer. He's got the little stick, the goad, yeah, this stick that they use to touch behind the elephant's ear, like to steer the elephant, yeah. On the first level, the mind's completely out of control, and the monk, the meditator's like running behind like crazy, no chance to catch the elephant. And then there's like 9 stages where gradually, first I think maybe catches the tail of the elephant or something, and then gradually, yeah, he gains control of his mind by practicing the stages of shine, tranquil abiding, the 9 stages, yeah, and then finally, after a big story, yeah, he actually manages to get on the elephant, yeah, and there's the monkey mind and the elephant mind, that's scattering and excitement, yeah, and finally, sitting on the white elephant, it grows wings because it's the white elephant of Indra, yeah, okay, and it flies up into the sky to enlightenment, yeah. So if you look in our temple in Albagnano, yeah, or anyway, this image that we have, I'm sure that we have a card that Renata Reyes has made, yeah, okay. So also if you like in our NgalSo shop, it's also in many, many different Lam Room books, yeah, okay. So all this imagery, yeah, we need to know what it is because it's kind of taken for granted that okay, there's this flying white elephant of Indra, yeah, okay, yeah, flying up into the clouds, flying up into the space of emptiness, yeah. And if you don't know, you just think, oh, what is this? Like, it doesn't really touch us, yeah? Which is why Rinpoche asked me to explain all this symbolism in detail, which now finally I'm doing, yeah? Okay. So I hope it's of some use to all of you, yeah? Okay. Anyway, so finally, the mad elephant, yeah, which just causes havoc, yeah? The mind is brought under control, and then actually the elephant becomes super useful, yeah? Okay. And this is the idea of our mind, yeah? Okay. Yeah, so they use this example a lot in the sutra teachings, yeah, that instead of a mad elephant, we need a controlled mind, yeah. So on the picture of the wheel of life, yeah, the famous picture that, okay, let me tell the story. There's 2 kings, yeah, in the time of Lord Buddha. This is a true story. Lord Buddha, he was a prince, so he used to, even though he'd given up his worldly kingdom, he still knew lots of kings, yeah. So he would often go to visit different kingdoms, yeah. So there was one king, I've forgotten his name, but he was always giving birthday presents to another king. So I thought, oh, I've already given him, 10 white peacocks and jeweled armor. I've given him everything, dancing girls, gold. What can I give him this year? So the Buddha was there. He said, oh, I know what you can give him. Call an artist, yeah. So then the Buddha told the artist what to do, and he designed what we call the Sipaho, the wheel of life, yeah, which is the picture which shows the mechanism of samsara, yeah, the famous picture with the pig, chicken, and the snake in the middle, and the 6 realms of existence, and it's like a motor. The desire, hatred, and ignorance turns the wheel of samsara. Around is the chain of samsara, the 12 links of interdependent origin, yeah. So we need to understand cause and effect, yeah, and interdependence to break the chain of samsara. And outside, there's a Buddha pointing to the moon, showing there's a path to liberation. And on the bottom, it says, just like an elephant, it says, don't be like an elephant stuck in a swamp, yeah, because an elephant stuck in swamp or quicksand would be in difficulty, no? It says, don't be like that. Don't be like an elephant stuck in a swamp. Be like an elephant that destroys a grass hut, like very easily, and break out from samsara, yeah, like nothing, yeah. So we have lots of references to elephants within the sutra teachings, actually, yeah. Okay, so yeah, white elephants are very important, yeah. Okay. Also, how can I say, Lord Buddha in the Jataka stories, in the birth stories, there's 600 or something birth stories of the Bodhisattva on the way to awakening. So in some of his previous incarnations, he was not born as a human. This is what we talked about last time. He was born as an animal, okay, but not any old animal. He wasn't born as a cat or a puppy. Yeah? He was born actually as for example, the king of the elephants, the king of the monkeys. Actually, he was born one time as a giant turtle. Yeah, he was born another time as a snake. Yeah, So there's several stories about the Bodhisattva's incarnations as an elephant, yeah, okay? Okay. Also, yeah, of course, actually, also here again, this book is so useful. Every Buddhist should have one, really. In here, let me find the picture. When the Bodhisattva is conceived, no, yeah. Let's see. So there's the famous, the famous story of the Buddha's mother, Queen Maya, no? She dreams of a six-tusked white elephant descending from heaven, yeah, and entering her womb. So this is actually panel 13, it's called, and in our book it's page 103. I don't know if you can see anything there, but can you see here? This is the elephant, yeah? This is the white elephant, which is actually the Bodhisattva. So the queen, the Buddha's future mother, she perceives him in the form of an auspicious white elephant flying down from the Deva realms, from heaven, yeah, and entering her womb, yeah, okay? So that's another reason why there's this connection with Lord Buddha and elephants, yeah, okay? Actually, in this story, in this book, there's many stories about elephants, yeah? It says here, by page 103, it says in the month of Vaisakha, in the springtime, yeah, on the full moon, yeah, Queen Mayadeva was sleeping. So this means the full month of May, actually. Pushkya constellation. Queen Maya was sleeping, and the Bodhisattva descended into the human realm. The Bodhisattva entered the right side of his mother's womb in the form of a beautiful white elephant with 6 tusks. And he retained his vast memory and all the wisdom he had acquired over his countless lives. This is quite unlike normal people who, when they take a new rebirth, in most cases, forget everything, yeah? Okay? Okay. This is why, we so deeply respect the manifestation of high Buddhas, bodhisattvas, in the Tulku Nimanakaya form, and why we are praying. Hopefully we're all praying for the Yangtze Rinpoche, the precious reincarnation of Rinpoche, now our guru. Please come back in the best form and come back clearly and continue to guide the NgalSo tradition, please, Rinpoche, as soon as possible, yeah? Okay? So any of you who haven't got a copy, we have the collection of Swift Return Prayers for Rinpoche, Yangtze Rinpoche Precious Reincarnation. So we have the 4 official ones you can download from the ngalso.org website. Also, we have another 10 here, I think, yeah, which are in the Signal group. So please, it's available in English. The main 4 from His Holiness the Panchen Lama, His Holiness Kyabje Pabonka Rinpoche, His Holiness Kyabje Trijang Choktrul Rinpoche, and the World Peace Protector, available in English, Italian, Portuguese, and Spanish, I think, yeah. And the other ones are available, I think, in English, Portuguese, and let's see, maybe, I'm not sure what other languages, let's see. Are they available in Spanish? Let's see. 1 second, yeah. Okay, not sure, but anyway, please try and get a copy and try and save them, yeah? Okay, it's important, yeah? Okay. Okay, good. So people are posting here, like very good. So posting the references of the books. Thank you. Yeah, that's important. Yes, everybody can follow, yeah? Anyway, so, okay, so, yes, so the Buddha descended as a white elephant into his mother's womb, yeah, okay. Then elephant symbolism. Of course, actually, I don't know if you know, but we have, hang on, there's a message here from Roberta. Yeah, she said, why did Buddha enter his mother's side from the right side? Okay, now actually in the Tibetan medicine, they explain these things. They say that a boy, yeah, actually is, when you're pregnant, I don't know if this is true or not, but this is the sort of thing that they say in the Indian tradition. They say that if you have a boy, I think it's more like on the right side, and the girl more on the left side. Yeah, so there's some ideas again of the male and right and left. No, yeah. So right is the male energy, no, and left is the female energy. So that's why. Okay. because he's going to be a boy, no? Okay. I mean, there's more to this than that, but I can't say I've read the book on embryology for a long time, to be honest. But I think also, like, the baby, if it's a boy, it's sticking out more, or it's higher up, or anyway, they have all these ideas, yeah. But definitely, they think if a boy is more like maybe on the right side and a bit more up. So maybe those of you who've had a child, you know if that's true or not. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So then, okay, who sits on an elephant? Okay. So actually, we have many different gurus. We have a huge pantheon of Buddhist deities. Yeah. Okay. So, for example, who sits on an elephant? Well, okay, in actually in the Guru Samaji Mandala we have Ganesha. Yeah. Okay. The elephant-headed deity actually is a worldly protector. He's actually Ganesh standing on a mouse. Actually, yeah, a big mouse. Yeah. So we also have a Buddhist form of Ganesh from the Chakrasamvara tradition. So we have the elephant-headed deity Ganesha, yeah, who removes obscurations, yeah, okay. And he's considered in the Buddhist tradition to be an emanation of Avalokiteshvara, Chenrezig. And actually, Lord Atisha, yeah, he practiced a form of Ganesha that was brought to Tibet, yeah, okay. So many interesting, beautiful things in our lineage, yeah, okay. And then there's various forms of Mahakala and Vajrapani, actually, and in the Vajravali collection. Vajrapani Bhuttadhamma is trampling on Ganesh, yeah? And in that case, Ganesh is not the worldly one, but is kind of represents some kind of like worldly negative energy, yeah? So that we have Ganesh being trampled on by Vajrapani Bhuttadhamma and some forms of Mahakala, yeah. Also within the Vajrabhairava tantras, being trampled on, yeah. Trampled, of course, means transformed, yeah. Okay. No actual elephants or devas were harmed in the making of these practices. It's symbolic, no. Rinpoche said one time that actually the ones under the feet are like very like enjoying, very blissful, yeah, because all their negativity is transformed, yeah. Okay. Okay, then what else? Okay, well, we have many different like kind of offerings and things. So we have this. No, we have this is meant to be the precious elephant. Yeah, like for example, when we do the self-initiation rituals, we're going like this. No, this is the precious elephants, precious white supreme elephants that can travel the world 3 times in a day. So wise it's led by a thread. Yeah, so we all sit there going like this. Yeah, this is the precious elephant. Yeah, one of the 7 emblems of a Chakravartin. Yeah, okay. Actually, one of Rinpoche's close disciples, who unfortunately already passed away. Anyway, that's in life, no. Claudia, no. She worked for whole life dedicated to saving elephants. Yeah, incredible job. No, she saved thousands and thousands of elephants in Africa and Asia. That she, So that's really really great what she did. Yeah. Also, Rinpoche. One of the things he did was he exactly how this came about. This whole story. I'm not. Maybe somebody can fill me in on the details. But Rinpoche. Maybe it was because of the elephant project that Claudia was doing for the World Bank, saving elephants around the world. Yeah, I'm not sure, but one of the things Rinpoche did in America, in Washington, I think connected with the United Nations, was he sponsored like this huge elephant statue, which is please somebody help me. It's outside the United Nations in New York. No, huge elephant, which is there, and it's still there now. Yeah. So please, any friends who'd like to fill me in on the details of that. Rinpoche thought that was very good, very auspicious, actually. Yeah. Yeah. So please correct me, fill me in on the details of that story. Yeah. Okay. So there's so many things to share. Yeah. Of course, I don't know it all. I'm just repeating what I know. This is why this has to be a group effort. Yeah. We remember together, we put our history together, yeah, in honor of Rinpoche, and to keep our precious lineage teachings alive, yeah, okay? Okay, so maybe to conclude, I'll tell you one today. I'll tell you one story of one previous life of Lord Buddha when he was an elephant, yeah? So yes, you can be reborn as other forms of life, yeah, okay? However, like the Bodhisattva took rebirth as the king of the elephants, the king of the monkey, and so on, with a bodhicitta motivation, not out of an ignorant, deluded mind like we do, no? So it's already quite different, yeah, okay? But yes, it is possible to be reborn in other forms of life, yeah, okay? Let me just find the story, okay? Okay. Okay, the Jataka tales, which are illustrated on Borobudur, yeah? There's also many collections of these stories that we can get, very nice stories, yeah? So one of the stories is called The Story of the White Elephant. So this is the previous life of Lord Buddha before, when he was a bodhisattva, yeah? So it says, once upon a time, yeah, the bodhisattva was reborn as a white elephant, as the white elephant who was the king of a herd of elephants at the foot of the Himalayas, yeah? So this elephant king was extremely kind-hearted and soft by nature. And so because of his kind and sweet nature, he was loved and respected by all the members of his herd, yeah? Okay, so as the white elephant got older, yeah, so old means actually quite old. No, they can get to be, I don't know, like 100 or something, and quite old if they're allowed to be, no? The elephant king, he wanted to retire and spend more time with his family, yeah? And also his mother had grown old and blind, so he wanted to spend more time with his mother and the rest of his herd, his family, yeah? So one day, the elephant went into the forest in search of food, yeah? So as he came back, he heard a human voice crying out, yeah? And he heard there was a person who'd lost his way in the forest, yeah? So the king of the elephant, he went to see what was happening, yeah? But then the man was completely afraid, yeah? Okay? But then the king of the elephant, who also could talk, he said, don't be afraid, yeah? Okay? I'll help you to get out of the forest. So then he did like this, with the trunk, and put him up on his back, yeah? With that big trunk, yeah? So he put him on his back and carried him out of the forest, yeah? Okay? So then the man was so grateful and thankful, yeah? Okay? Okay. So then the king, the royal king of the local city, yeah? He also has a white elephant, because these white elephants tend to be captured and kept as, let's say, pets or whatever by kings in India, no? Okay? So one day the king's white elephant died, yeah? So then everybody's like, oh, we need to get a new white elephant for the king, yeah? So this man who'd been carried out of the forest and saved by the white elephant, yeah, said, oh, actually, I've seen one. There's one alive in the forest, yeah? Okay? So then the king said, great, yeah, let's go and catch this elephant, yeah? He said, please show me where? And they sent the elephant trainers into the forest, yeah? So finally, after many days going through the forest, they reached one lake, yeah? One like oasis where the elephants go to drink, yeah? So then they all hid behind the trees and said, okay, we're going to catch this white elephant, yeah? So the king of the elephants, the white elephant, was there, and it was like with its trunk, it was collecting lotus shoots for his blind mother, yeah? So then the elephant, he saw all the humans with the net and the stick and the rope and the chain, yeah? And he also saw this man that he'd saved, and he felt like really bad, yeah? And he said, and he felt really bad because that man was really selfish, yeah? Yeah? But anyway, he thought better not to resist because he could just kill everybody, But he said, okay, I won't resist. You can take me, yeah? So they took the elephant back to the king's palace and imprisoned him, yeah? Okay? So the old mother of the white elephant, she was very worried that her son, the king of elephants, had not returned home, yeah? Okay? Yeah, so then, anyway, so all the elephant herd were very worried about the fate of the white elephant, yeah? Yeah, so okay, the elephant was taken to the palace, and all the people were super happy, and he was covered in jewels and painted with saffron and sindura and everything like that, yeah? Okay, everybody was super happy, but his elephant family was very unhappy, yeah? Okay? So his mother was actually super depressed, sitting in the forest, not eating, yeah? Okay? So then the elephant trainers, they tried to train the white elephant, yeah, and get him to eat something, yeah. But he refused. He went on a hunger strike, yeah. So then the king went to see the white elephant, and the white elephant, who could talk, said, "I'm not happy, yeah. You've captured me and imprisoned me against my will, yeah. And I need to go back to the forest and take care of my old blind mother, yeah." So actually, the king at that point, he felt very sorry. He said, well, when he got over the fact the elephant could talk, he said, "I'm very sorry, yeah." So then he asked the elephant trainers to take the white elephant back to the forest, yeah, okay. So then the white elephant was returned to the forest and lived happily. And as a result, the king, yeah, developed more compassion and started to treat all the forest and the environment and the animals better, and stopped stealing animals from the forest for his personal zoo, yeah, okay. So this is the story of when the Buddha was the white elephant, yeah, king of the herd of the foothill of the Himalayas, yeah, okay. So that's one famous story, yeah, okay. Okay, there's various stories actually there's actually 3 stories, yeah, okay. 3 stories of the Buddha's past life as an elephant, yeah. There's another one called the Chadanta elephant, yeah, okay. Chadanta elephant means that the Buddha was born as the elephant with 6 tusks, yeah, okay. And then there's the story of the Shilalava elephant, yeah, okay, which is another white elephant, yeah, okay. Maybe I'll tell this story. Shilalava elephant, yeah. One day, the Bodhisattva was born as an elephant in the Himalayan forest, yeah. Okay, there's a message from Renata. Let's see what Renata's saying. Let's see. 1 second, yeah. Actually, these stories, actually, we should tell Chris has put some photos of the elephants from Borobudur. Thanks, Chris, yeah. These stories, actually, we should tell to children, yeah. Okay, not only are they good for us, but, like we need, let's say, like fairy stories. In Buddhist culture, the Jatakas are told to children, yeah. Why? Because it's giving one positive message, like compassion, empathy. Many like simple but important Buddhist values are told in these kind of like fables or fairy stories, let's say, yeah, okay. It's thought actually that Aesop's fables, the Greek stories, were based on the Jataka tales of the Buddha, yeah, okay. So yes, we should, we need. Some people already made like these kind of books, there's for Buddhist children, but there's nice stories, and like I say, there's 600 of them, so there's plenty for everybody. So once the Bodhisattva was born as a white elephant, again in the Himalayas, yeah, okay. And he became the leader of a huge herd of 80,000 elephants, but even so, he preferred to stay alone in the forest, yeah. One day, walking in the forest, he saw a man crying out, yeah, who had lost his way, yeah. Moved with compassion, the elephant went to help him, yeah. But again, the man was terrified and ran away, yeah. Okay, but finally the man understood the elephant was not going to harm him, yeah. So then the elephant put him on his back, took him back to Varanasi, yeah, okay. Okay, but arriving at Varanasi, the ungrateful man went to the ivory market to survey the prices of ivory tusks of a living elephant, yeah. Then, because this one elephant's got like 6 tusks, yeah, okay. So he asked the sellers to keep the money ready, as he would soon return with like 6 tusks, yeah. So then he went to the forest again with a saw, yeah. And reaching the elephant Silalava's abode, yeah, he went and he asked him for his tusks, yeah. So the elephant, who was a bodhisattva, bodhisattva means he's practicing the 6 perfections: generosity, ethics, patience, energy, concentration, and wisdom, yeah. So he said, yeah, sure, of course you can have my tusks. So he went like that, and the man like zzz, and he sawed off his tusks, yeah, okay. So then the man took the Silava elephant's tusks on his back and went to the market and sold them, yeah, okay. Actually, first he took 1, yeah, okay, and sold it. But then a few days later, he said, can I have another tusk, yeah? Yeah, because he said, already all the money from your first tusk I spent paying off my debts, yeah. So the Elephant King said, yes, of course, and he cut off another of his tusks, yeah, okay? So then he went and sold the tusk, yeah? And then guess what, yeah? Then the man came back for more, yeah, okay? Yeah? So anyway, okay, so finally the elephant gave all his tusks to the greedy man, yeah, and sold them, yeah, okay? But then again, the man came back again, yeah, okay? So then the elephant said, sorry, I've got no more tusks left to give you. So then the man, what he did is he killed the elephant, yeah, and took his teeth, yeah, because also elephant teeth were considered precious in Indian. Fortunately, by the way, yeah, elephant tusks, yeah. Ivory is now illegal, by the way, yeah, to sell, yeah, okay, which is good, yeah, because unfortunately, let's say in Asia or whatever, or throughout the world, it's always been considered like a very, very valuable substance. And unfortunately, even till nowadays, greedy people are killing elephants for their tusks, yeah. So now it's totally prohibited, yeah, okay. Fortunately, yeah, okay. So, but it says, okay, but the man had to pay, everything has its price, yeah? So when he was carrying the elephant teeth back to Varanasi, yeah, the earth burst open, yeah, okay? And actually, basically, there was a big hole, yeah, and flames were coming out, and he was swallowed up and fell down into the hell, yeah, okay? There's several stories like that on Borobudur, by the way, yeah, okay? And basically the moral of the story is, yeah, if you have if you have a huge desire is attachment, nothing will satisfy you, yeah, okay? And in the end, everything will be bad, yeah, okay? So just don't follow your unlimited desire. Just create a lot of pain and suffering for yourself and others, yeah? So that is the story of the Sila lava elephant, yeah, which is one of the past lives of the Bodhisattva, yeah? What they do say in the Buddhist sutras is that any relationship with a bodhisattva is positive. So even though that greedy man cut off the bodhisattva elephant's tusks and killed it for its teeth, and he went to hell, then finally, no doubt, after some time, his karma would have changed, you know, and he would continue on the spiritual path. Yeah. So they actually say in the Buddhist sutras that any relationship with a bodhisattva is positive. However, that does not give us the permission to do evil actions against bodhisattvas or any other form of life. So everything has its price, yeah. And by the way, you know, to harm or kill a Buddha or bodhisattva is one of the 5 actions of immediate retribution that, according to the Buddhist sutras, sends you straight to the narak. So don't try that one at home. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just repeating this. It's one of the story of the past lives of the Buddha. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so in self-healing, actually, we need a very strong and stable mind, like a very peaceful mind, you know. So we don't need like this wild elephant that's rampaging around. We need this tranquil, abiding elephant mind, yeah, the Mount of Indra, yeah, like so peaceful, so steady. This one that can travel the world 3 times in a day, so wise it is led by a thread, that one, yeah. So our mind needs to be completely strong and soft and powerful, yeah, like the white elephant, that one, yeah, okay. So that's the symbol of Supreme Healer Vairocana, yeah. And there's actually another story of Buddha as an elephant, yeah. But now I don't have time, several stories, yeah, but I don't have time to repeat that one, yeah, okay. Anyway, so that's a few things about, 1 second. Okay, I think Renata, no, she's saying she has a project for a children's book about elephant stories for the Elephant Sanctuary of Brazil. She says, can I put the white elephant story? Of course, it's the Jataka story. All the stories of the Buddha are, by the way, not copyright, yeah? Copyright's only 70 years, yeah? Lord Buddha's 2,600 years ago, no? So please, Rinpoche always said, you know, this is the spiritual this he said, Guide to the Good Thought Supermarket, no? So he said, please, any parts of these teachings that inspire you, please use, you know? And Rinpoche definitely wanted all these ideas to become, let's say, more mainstream, yeah, in the Western culture, yeah? So please, put all the stories you like of the Jatakas, paint them, draw them, make a theatre performance, read them to your children, put them on YouTube, whatever you like, These things are positive. They're giving like non-formal education, peace education. So let's please use more, okay? I mean, on Bourbadona, they've got hundreds and hundreds of these Jataka. This is another project we have to finish after the Gandavua. We have the Jataka stories. So many things to do, So please pray for, not joking, please pray for us all to live long and be healthy so we can accomplish our Guru's wishes, He left us so much to do, so many beautiful things to do, Okay, of course, we're all doing this. It's like voluntarily, actually, we like doing this. It's the right thing to do, following our precious Guru's wishes, So yes, please put that story in the book for the elephant sanctuary, Some other friends told me they went to an old age elephant home, okay? Like nowadays, there's many elephants who previously were, let's say, captured or working in circuses, whatever you want to call it, but fortunately nowadays they have old age elephant homes, okay? So one friend was telling me she'd been to an old age elephant home. I don't know if it's the same place in Brazil or if it's in North America, but full of all these elephants, like retired elephants, So yes, please, Also, by the way, we said last time, if you go to any of these animal sanctuaries, we need to sing mantras to them, For example, or if you go to Brazilian friends, if you go to Butantan, when we can, in Sao Paulo, the Snake Institute, you should sing mantras to the snakes, To the elephants in the elephant sanctuary, we should sing mantras and sutras to them, and so on and so on. To donkeys in the donkey sanctuary, horses in the horses sanctuary. We should be kind to animals also in this way, okay? Plus we should bless their food and their water, and of course be kind to them, give them all the comfort and medicines and everything we can, and do everything we can for their welfare, Okay, so anyway, I think like this we concluded the actually I didn't talk about the dragon, but anyway, peacock is the Amitabha symbol, can also be the dragon. Maybe when we get onto Amitabha I might talk a little bit about the dragon, but normally, okay, it's Garuda, horse, lion, peacock, and elephant, although sometimes can be a dragon, Anyway, so like this, let's say we conclude for now the 5 animal symbols, which are the mounts of the Dhyani Buddhas, the supreme healers, So now let's dedicate for inner and world peace, We'll use the dedication of Shantideva. So everybody please say in their own language, And next time we shall start to talk about Supreme Healer Amoga Siddhi, okay? Well, now hopefully we can see many, many, many different things together with each Supreme Healer, So hopefully now when we say Amoga Siddhi with the Abhaya Mudra, green color, with the Garuda, in the north, it will mean more to us, okay? And so on. Anyway, let's make the Shantideva dedication that Rinpoche recommend that we all say, And remember, when we're talking about sick, we were saying this last time, okay, when we talk about sick people, it's not just sick human beings, also sick animals. Actually, there are other forms of life too, but let's say the ones we can see are humans and animals. So animals is like birds, fishes, all other forms of life, okay? So also may they be well, may they be happy, may they have a good environment and so on, Which has many, many implications for us as a human society, Okay. May every being who's sick with disease be freed at once from every malady. May every sickness that afflicts the living be wholly and forever absent from the world. May medicines be full of strength. May secret words of power be chanted with success. May the bacteria and virus that feed on flesh be kind, their minds full of pity towards us. May beings everywhere who suffer torment in their bodies and minds have, by virtue of my merit, limitless joy and happiness. For as long as space exists, for as long as there are sentient beings, for that long may I continue to return, to drive away the sorrow of the world. May the pain and sorrow of all migrating beings ripen fully upon me, and may the virtuous company of bodhisattvas always bring about the happiness of beings. May the Dharma, the only cure for sorrow, the source of every bliss and happiness, be blessed with resources, upheld with veneration, and continue for a vast amount of time. Nimo dele sendele, nime kuyan shin. In sentatu delepel, kuncho sungi jingi lo, kuncho sungi nedruso, kuncho sungi hitashi sho. Mihigme sewe, te chen chen, rime kempe, wampo jampe. Dupu mahalu jom se samweta kanchen gepe sugen sonkapa lohosandrape shabla sowade. Okay, thank you all very much for listening, for participating. Please, all of you who are in the NgalSo retreat, please continue. Yeah, almost at the end of Ratnasambhava month. On the 12th of May, we start with Supreme Healer Akshobhya month, okay, with the new moon. Yeah, so anybody who likes still, no, you can join anytime if you like. So if you like to join us with Supreme Healer Akshobhya, you're very welcome. Thank you all very much. I appreciate everything that everybody's doing. Thank you. See you all next Tuesday. We start with Supreme Healer Amoghasiddhi. Thank you very much. Yeah.